Hello everybody and welcome on back to a gameplay video here on youtube.com/Seannosaurus. My name is Sean and I post videos every day. 7 a.m., 6 p.m. You can catch either a random gameplay video or a taste test early in the morning, or you can check out baseball in the evenings. Today we are going to be trying something new. Emio, the Smiling Man, the Famicom Detective Club. This demo released today, August 19th, 2024. It is available right now on the Switch. What is really interesting about this demo specifically is that it contains the prologue in Chapter 1, and they are releasing Chapter 2 on Thursday the 22nd, and they are releasing Chapter 3 on the following Tuesday the 27th. So if you like it and you want to keep playing it, you'll get a couple more chapters that'll be available for download later on down the road, or later this week and early next week. And the game launches on the 29th of August, and the save data transfers into the full version of the game once purchased. So it's kind of a perfect situation. It's what we saw with Trails Through Daybreak, where it's like, hey, play a bunch of this game. There's a full chapter in it. There's a lot of gameplay, and it transfers in. That's what we're looking for in demos like this. We didn't get it with Visions of Mana, but that's okay because it wasn't all that exciting. All right, let's jump into Emio, the Smiling Man, the Famicom Detective Club, and try something new today. See how we feel about it. Bum, bum, bum. It's always a gamble whether my Switch is charged or not. No system data found. Okay. No surprise. I literally just downloaded this. Oh, look at that. Oh, there it is. Oh, some nice music. Oh, shoot. Check our settings here. System setting, autosave settings, all scenes. Message skipped in skip mode, only red text. Display speed, normal. Highlight terms, yes. Oh, yes. Protagonist voice, play, background music. I mean, we gotta turn up that. Oh, yes! We want music. This music is so good. Okay. Let's, we'll go ahead and begin the investigation. But we're gonna get some cinematics here. As a truck gets off the freeway. All names, characters, businesses, places, events, and incidents in this game are fictitious. Any resemblance to actual persons, places, or events is purely coincidental. That's right, Persians. Persians. It was a nice day, the kind of day where you want to take a deep breath and savor the moment. Like celebrating, what's it called? Savoring the first drink of a freshly cracked Baja Blast. Good morning. I'm ready for my workday at the Utsugi. Oh, I appreciate that they have that there so I can read it and not feel like a freaking idiot. Utsugi Detective Agency.
Yeah, ohayo.
Ah, good morning. Good morning. Nice weather, isn't it? Maybe we should try to tidy up. Maybe we should tidy up. Open a window. I might actually turn the vocals down because it seems weird for me to talk over them. He didn't object, so I went to open the window. That's when. Utsugi Detective Agency. Utsugi speaking. How can I help you? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Is that right? I understand. I'll be right there. What's going on? Who was that? That was Kameda? Requesting our services. I'm heading to the scene, and you're coming with me. Inspector Kameda called us? Yes, sir. Here, let me... Ooh, prologue. A face. Oh. I forgot. I literally turned my camera off and then did this. but no one saw it. Scene of the crime. Mr. Utsugi drove us to a drainage pump station in Kofuku City. Let me change setting. Can turn it off. Yeah, because I don't have any options for English. Okay. You're from the Utsugi Detective Agency, right? I'm glad you could make it. Hold on, we gotta change this setting. Oh, no, return to the title screen. Oh, God. No. It's like slightly delayed. We will just go ahead and turn all the voices off. Glad you can make it. Of course. Okay. Think, save, quit, investigation. Okay, so ask, listen. What's the situation? It's a body, I'm afraid. Got an anonymous tip this morning. Think. Where's Mr. Utsugi? Can help. I could use some help with this guy. Oh, so you can call and engage. Oh. Hey! Hello, help! Over there talking to the police. Let's listen to what people have to say for now. Okay. So is that kind of it? The victim was young, I'd say middle school. You never get used to this kind of thing. So then just keep asking and listening. Okay, gives us... Okay. So victim. He's wearing a school uniform, local junior high. Beyond that, we don't have confirmed ID yet. Cause of death, the victim was strangled, so asphyxiation. Time of death. Our best guess right now is around 9 o'clock last night. And this is where in like LA Noire it would be like, well, I'll have more when we get back from the coroner. Observations? Our observations so far? Let me think about that. I appreciate he rephrased the question in his answer. Let's listen for now. Is that kind of it? Let me think about that. Just talking, let's not interrupt them. Okay, so then... I've listened to all of this. That's all we've got for now. Forensics is on it. The victim could have been strangled with a rope or a cord, some kind of string. I'm sorry, but that's all the info I have about that. Oh, but there was another observation. Okay, so then we want to make sure to double back on them. Okay, that's fine. Let's try the time of death one more time. Our best guess right now is around 9 o'clock last night. Okay, so then you would go... Okay, because I got the observation. Oh, what is it? Well, it's not every day you find a body, let alone one that looks like this. Like what? I get chills just thinking about it. Never seen anything like it before. So, I don't think I can describe it. You might just have to see for yourself. Okay, so then we can look and examine. Where? First police officer. What? Something on my uniform? You have mustard on your lapel. Looks like they're collecting fingerprints. Fence. Wonder what's behind those trees. Second police officer. Fence. Fence. Wonder what's behind those trees. Bicycle. That bike is in pretty good shape. I wonder if it's still rideable. It's labeled Sasuke. Maybe it belongs to someone named Sasuke. Sasaki? Illegally dumped garbage. There's a lot of trash here. Some of the stuff doesn't even seem like it's broken. So then that's kind of it. Oh, weeds. Doesn't look like anyone has walked on the grass there. So then what? Ground? Oops. Hold on, I gotta look at the ground. Nothing there, just the ground. Thank you. The officer's mood seems pretty dark. Collecting fingerprints. What's behind those trees? Will you take me to see the victim? Ugh, I shouldn't have said anything. Do you have the right kind of clearance for that? I might need to check with someone. Okay. On the other hand, I hate to bug them. You've done this before, right? Oh, absolutely. You're letting me? Thanks, I appreciate your help. Just, you know, don't touch anything or anything like that. Oh, okay. Hey, what are you doing? Ah, there we go. Huh? Oh, we're about to get yelled at. We're going to get a firm talk. Oh. This is an active crime scene officer. Your job is to keep the looky-loos out. No, you don't understand. Detective Kuze? Kuz? Like, what? This guy is supposed to be here. I'll explain. Hi, my name's... Hold that thought. Let's find somewhere else to talk. You want to go play 7 Minutes in Heaven? I mean, like the woods? You want to go kiss? You want to kiss by the trees? Not kiss. Talk. We're gonna talk by the trees. Gotcha. Nailed it. Didn't say anything dumb or embarrassing. All right. Oh, good. Yes, excellent. I want to talk to you about all this abandoned garbage. All right. What did you say your name was? Please enter your first name. Will do. Are you okay with this? Please enter your last name. Are you happy with this name? Yes. My name's Sean Rex. I'm here with the Utsugi Detective Agency. Wait, you're a PI? Who hired you? We just got a call. I don't know. I showed up. It's like my first day. I opened a window and now I'm here. Well, think. This detective seems pretty tense. I get the sense she's not happy about us being called in. Okay. Hold on. Surroundings. Look, if you want to investigate, you're going to have to get to answer my questions first. Okay. Hold on. Let me call. Sorry, you're not getting out of this that easy. Answer the question. Damn it. I was like trying. I was trying. I was just gonna like look over and just go, help! There's someone. So, it sounds like you're about to ask me a question, but you still haven't answered mine. Think. Hold on. Save, quit, investigation. Call, engage. Sorry, you're not getting. Wait, what have I not? Where? Let's look at her. This must be Detective Kuz. Seems like she's takes crime scene security pretty seriously. Wow. I see you've already been our friend here. Oh, Inspector Kamada. Good to see you. You don't mind a little outside help on this one, do you? Oh, she does. She very much does. Oh, hello. Mr. Utsugi, a private detective. This is Mr. Utsugi, a private detective, and this is his assistant, Sean Rex. But, sir, Utsugi and I go way back, don't we? It's a shame we're reconnecting over such unpleasant business. It's a pleasure to meet you, Detective Kuze? I'm sorry to interrupt your good work here. That's okay. It's nice to meet you too. You know, it's the strangest thing, but I feel like we've met before. I don't think so. I haven't worked with any PIs before. In any case, I need to get back to the scene, Inspector Kamada, if you would excuse me. Sheesh. Okay, so now what? Call and engage. Look and examine. Where victims surroundings. Okay, so where gives you the little magnifying glass. What is it? Ah, my fly is down? Thanks for that. Oh, wait, what? I'm just paying it forward. Oh, his fly was really down? Alright. Look at this. I can talk. I don't need to talk to them out here. I can talk to them back at the office. Okay. So, look and examine. Sorry, kid, that's out of the question at the moment. Feels pretty tense around the whole scene. Ask, listen. Observations. That's Detective Coos for you. She's surprisingly strict, no? But don't take it personally. The best we've got, but she can be hard on the others herself, too. Hope she didn't rub you the wrong way, kid. She hasn't rubbed me at all. No, sir. This is a tough situation. I get it. Cammy, you're late. What's that? Ugh, here we go again. Ask, listen, observations. Sir, what did you mean when you said, here we go again? I meant what I said. Oh. Sorry I'm late, partner. The traffic was bad and I forgot my briefcase, so I had to go back and... Have you been drinking? Oh, you might be able to pull this with another partner, but not me! Ah, come on, give me a break! Ugh, what a mess. Yeesh, she's really ripping into him. Okay. So let's engage. She might yell at me if I bug her. Oh, whoops. Oh, I meant to hit the second one. I can talk. It's Mr. Utsugi back at the office. Okay, so then what? Think? Is he suggesting that these two officers are always quarreling? What if I not? Sorry about that, kid. Nothing to do with you. I'm feeling a bit sorry for the other detective. Surroundings? Man, I just... Oops, I didn't mean to hit that one. Second forensics expert. It looks like the officers are sifting for clues in that garbage. Illegally dumped garbage. What are people dumping? What are people thinking dumping their garbage here? Warning sign. Sign says illegally dumping is punishable by up to 5 years in prison or a fine of 10 million yen, and yet... Offense. Illegally dumped garbage. Still the same. A video game console? Wait, is that... Oh, no. What? Okay, so... She's still yelling. She might yell at me if I bug her. Ask, listen. It's not Kuze's fault. Cusco. But she sure does seem off today. Tread lightly. Okay. Look, examine. So think. Didn't the first officer I spoke to say that the victim looked strange? But how do I bring that up? Oh, there we go. I heard that the state of the victim is slightly disturbing. You could say that. It's part of the reason I've been called. Or the part of the reason I've called Mr. Utsugi. Huh? What would that have to do with Mr. Utsugi? Anyway, I'm sure you'd like to get your eyes on him, and I'd take you right over, but... I'm afraid that forensics is examining the body right now. It's been transferred. And, well, I'm not sure Detective Coos would allow you to get a look. Good old Coos, following police procedures to a T. Yeah. But look, here's what I can share with you. Oh, this is how he looked when we found him. Oh, man. Oh. Let's wrap this up for now. You good with that? Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, yes, sir, sure, yeah, what? I'm sorry you had to come all this way. It's quite all right. Let's be in touch. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's so creepy. Fantastic. This is, you know what? Let's go ahead and just throw this out there. Maybe not the smartest thing to do before I go to bed. Let's play some lighthearted video games before we head off to Dreamland. And it's just like, oh, cool. Let's put a smile on that face. Like, okay, great. Let's not. Thanks for the thumbnail. Chapter 1, The Urban Legend. I kind of liked how short that was. And I like that it's like a tutorial without being a tutorial. You know? Just gotta poke around some menus, poke around some stuff. It wasn't easy to look at the victim, was it? Actually, it was fairly easy. It was a little disturbing, but like... I mean, as far as victims go, it's a paper bag, you know? I'm not a sociopath. It never is, but yeah. Okay. Let's think. I should probably stay focused on what Mr. Utsugi has to say for now. Okay, so alright, let's work this out here. The think kind of gives you a direction in which you should, it's like a waypoint, basically. That's maybe not a great way to describe it. But like if you click on that, it kind of, okay, that's fine. Call and engage. I know he's not here yet. I should stay focused for now. Okay, so then we can ask, what are your answering machine's surroundings? Okay, so then let's ask the victim. We got a few more details. The victim's name was Isake Sasaki. He was just 15, still in middle school. Oh, Sasaki, the name I saw on the bicycle. As you heard, the official cause of death was asphyxiation by strangulation. The police suspect homicide. There were no signs of a struggle, which points to a surprise attack or someone the victim knew. That's just me speculating, though. In any case, what I'm most concerned about at this point is that paper bag. Right. What do you think it means? The thing is, I've seen it before. It must have been 18 years ago now. We had a rash of cases like this one. Victims found with paper bags on their heads. Exactly that. It's not something I thought I'd ever see again. Okay, so then we have murders from 18 years ago and then observations. There was an incident 18 years ago that may be relevant to this case. Okay. So then I know what I need to be doing. I got you. Isn't here yet. Answering machine. There's no voicemails. I kind of want to just poke through all of this. Oh, and you can just look at stuff? Cool. Phone. It's the office phone. We got a working answering machine a few years ago. Who's we? Oh, decorative plant. Brought in a house plant for us. Come to think of it, we hardly ever use this radio. I like taking this all the way over. All over the place. What else could I look at? Ooh, a trophy. I hope I get one of these someday. What is it? What kind of trophy? Certificate of commendation? Oh, same thing. Gloves. Boxing gloves. They look cool hanging there. Do they? Do they? Should probably stay focused. Okay, that's fine. So then we can do that. Ask, listen. The murders from 18 years ago. It was 18 years ago. Kafuku City. We had multiple victims, all young girls. All girls. Is that it? The victim was a boy. Let's see. I believe we had 3 victims, all girls between the ages of 13 and 19. And the killer used bare hands, manual strangulation. When we found them, they all had paper bags over their heads with smiling faces drawn on them. Oh. We couldn't establish any connection between the victims. They were all just around the same age. And I'm sorry to say, we never solved the case. Their killer is still out there. So we could be looking at... Yeah, it could be the same person. Oh, man. 3 teenage girls strangled to death by hand. What a nightmare. It's a lot to take in, I know, but do you have any thoughts on the case so far? Okay, so it kind of pushes you. Doesn't quite add up. 3 female victims 18 years ago. And now a middle school boy? Poor Sasaki. Doesn't quite add up. Why would a serial killer who targeted girls 18 years ago come back? And target a boy? Yeah, I'm asking myself the same question. We have to consider the possibility that the previous victims all being female was a coincidence. We always look for a pattern, but we could be overthinking it. I wish we had a little more to work with. Still, I can't shake the feeling that there's a connection. I trust you've been keeping good notes. You never know when a seemingly trivial detail will make all the difference. Any important information you gather will automatically be recorded in your notebook. To open and review your notes, move the cursor to the open notebook, and press the A button. Why don't you open your notebook right now? Let me see if you've got everything. Okay. Open notebook. Ah. Oh, cool. I like that. Change pages. Body was found at a pump station. Asphyxiation with a rope around 9. A paper bag. I don't know. Maybe it is significant that we now have a male victim. Was there something else he said that I'm missing? Okay, well, let's open the notebook then. A student at the junior high. Body was found at a pump station. Cause of death was asphyxiation due to strangulation. Choked with a rope-like object. Is there anything I could do? Can I look at anything? Paper bag. Apparently unknown. A detective working on the Sasaki case. Inspector Kamada. An assistant. So wait, hold on. Can you... Seemed pretty confident that he had met Detective Hughes before. Oh, that's right. Okay. Sir, when you were talking to Detective Hughes earlier, she denied having met you before. Why? Yes, we've definitely met before. I'm not sure why she would deny it. Was it like... Let's open our notebook. Let's think before we get to 14-year-old 14-year difference. So let's just go ahead and ignore that. Where could they have met? I don't know. I mean, is it a crime scene? And that must be Ayumi. Ayumi? Oh, hello. Hi, guys. Notebook updated. Hi. Am I interrupting something? You both look so serious. Oh, we're just talking about a dead body. We tell her everything we know. You're joking, right? That's an urban legend. Haven't you heard of Emio? You know, the smiling man? Smiling man? Sure does sound like the smiling man urban legend. Okay, so the observations and the think kind of point you in a direction of where you should go. Got it. Tell me about the smiling man. You might also hear him called Emio, that a name that he uses the characters for smile and man. And it's an urban legend? Well, the story goes that a man wearing a paper bag with a smiley face on it appears in front of a crying girl. A paper bag with a smiley face on it. Are you serious? Yes, of course. She's very serious. She does not want to talk about this. Oh, God. So, like I said, the smiling man appears in front of a crying girl with a paper bag on his head, and he says, "Aw, you look so sad, but you don't have to cry anymore. After all, I can give you a smile that will last forever." Oh, God. And they always find the victim afterward with a paper bag on her head, just like the smiling man wore. Wow. Anyway, that's the most common version of the story. You said that's the most common version of the story. What are some other versions? Well, some say that if you stop crying and smile at the smiling man, he'll walk away instead of killing you. But I've also heard that if you look directly at his face, he's definitely going to kill you. So smile and he walks away, look at his face and he kills you. Got it. It's always a crying girl, though. All versions agree on that part. Huh. So, So the thing about urban legends is that they're not all legends. Some of them hold a kernel of truth. For now, I'm treating this as valuable information. I'd say we have a lot of work to do. Let's split up and get to it. Oh, but first, I'd like you to take these. Oh, cool, phones. Are those cell phones? Cool. Please be in touch if there are any developments. Please, go on, take them. Sean? Hold on, I want to touch his face. Sean? Oh, do I want the blue pill or the red pill? Thanks, I'll keep it close by. Yes, thank you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to go follow up on something. I'd like both of you to work together and decide the best way to split up your research. Understood? Yes, sir. Understood. Got it. See you later, sir. Okay, so what do we get here? Smiling Man is a famous urban legend, supposedly when a crying girl's paper bag, but don't have to cry anymore because he will give them a permanent smile. Then he kills them, leaves his victim where they were killed. Reminiscent of the real series of murders that took place 18 years ago, some say that if you laugh when you meet him, the smiling man won't kill you. Others say If you see his face, he will kill you. An assistant. Okay, so then... let's see. How are we going to split this up? What do you think? How should we divide the work? Why don't we start by reviewing our notes and seeing if we can deduce anything? Good idea. Use phone. Call engage. No, come back. We can't live without you. Just kidding. What are you talking about? I think we should start by reviewing our notes and seeing if there's anything we can deduce. So, we have a victim, Sasuke, discovered this morning. But based on what we know so far, I suspect homicide. Based on what we know so far, I suspect homicide. I think you're right. Now, wearing a paper bag with a smile on it when he was found. And there's a certain similarity. Oh, that was creepy. It's like the real-life case of the smiling man. You mean the urban legend? Yes, of course. But what if the urban legend is based on the actual murders that took place 18 years ago in Kafuku City? It's possible a horrible incident like that could have spawned such a morbid story, right? Still, we need to establish some sort of connection. The victim was a boy, right? That's right, and all 3 victims in the older cases were girls, according to Mr. Utsagi. Yeah, it doesn't seem likely that was only a coincidence. It's probably relevant. That poor kid, covered in one of those horrible paper bags. Yeah. Was there anything else on your mind? My mind grapes. What am I missing? Oh, I should mention that we met the detective assigned to the case. Her name's Coos. Utsugi seemed to recognize her from somewhere. Has he worked with her before? He seemed to think that they had met, but she denied it. Strange, right? That is strange. I wonder why she would deny that. Beats me. Well, where do we go from here? Great question. Wish I had the answer. Well, maybe it's worth checking in with the police again. Forensics could have dug something up by now. Good idea. And if it's all right with you, I think I'll try to find out more about the victim, poor guy. That would be helpful, thanks. Okay, so then we can travel to the police station. Interesting. All right, see you later. Okay, so the think is like very helpful. I don't think we're ready for that yet, but we keep working together. Maybe one day for it. Yeah, right. Okay, I'm off. See you later. I missed a line in there. Oh, we're at the police station. I wonder if Inspector Kamada is even here. I'll see if one of these officers can help. Excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you, but can you help me? Help me out? Oh, hello. Oh my god. Hello. Hi. How are you? I wasn't expecting you to have classes. Can you say these are due back Thursday? Okay. Let's ask. Do you know if the inspector is available? You must mean Inspector Kamada, right? Kamada? I can feel the American just chopping things into bits. Oh, yes. Sorry about that. Actually, where do I know you from? Haven't we met before? Open notebook? Have I met you before? Ma'am? No. Nope. I don't know who you are. Are you the smiling man? Are you Can you put this paper bag on your head for me? She seems to think she recognizes my face. I'm gonna call 911 for help. 110. Call 110. Hello? Yes, this lady thinks she knows me, but I don't know her. Help! You're so familiar, but... Let's examine the police officer. It's you! I don't know what that means. Yes, that's me, and you are? With the Usagi Detective Agency, that's right. I'm sorry, you looked familiar, but I don't remember your name. Oh, that's all right, I'm Sean. Of course, great to see you. It's been a while. Did you transfer to this precinct? I mean, I should have recognized you right away. I suppose it was the glasses that threw me off. Oh, right, I usually wear contacts, and yeah, I transferred here a while back. I remember her being a pretty sharp investigator. Emphasis on pretty. What do you mean I got fired? Okay, so... Oh, right, Inspector Kamada did mention that someone might be coming by. I suppose it's you. I'll go see if he's available. It's just me lying through my teeth. Absolutely, it's me. Oh, hello. Well, is this a supposed PI? Who are you? Oh, okay, cool. Guessed the next line correctly. Oh, it's the guy who got yelled at. Oh, man. That's why you have that stain on your pants. You like when you get yelled at. Oh, it's the guy Coos was yelling at this morning. Just kidding, buddy. But Inspector Kamada is busy right now, so I've been assigned to help you out. The name's Daisuke Kamahara. The guy whose name I just said. You can call me Dice if you want. Oh, thank you. Hey, I appreciate that. What up, Dice? Okay, well, I'm Sean with the Usagi. Again, smoother. Smooth. We had the same problem playing MLB The Show. Smoother. The American part of me is like, Utsagi. And it's like, no, they're saying it in a way that's nice. Detective Agency. I'm from the Detective Agency. Let me use my brilliant intuition to deduce why you're here. Scoping out that murder, right? That's right. Normally we'd give your team a little more space, but the case is already so unusual. And don't even sweat it. I'm your guy. Hit me up. I'll tell you anything, and I mean anything. Maybe you shouldn't work on the police force. You put one drink in me and I will spill the beans. I meant about the victim, although, sure, I'll take personal questions too. Are you whispering to me? She's right there. Trying to hit on her and everything, and here you are, ruining the mood. Why is he like this? Sorry to jump in, but you're going to need to take this conversation somewhere else. Fine, we can follow the procedure if you insist. Thank you so much. Haha, right this way, boy detective, to the fabulous interrogation chamber. God, no wonder this guy gets yelled at. Is this guy for real? And really? Boy detective? Well, maybe I can get something useful. This dude's an idiot. Oh, thank you. Help yourself. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You didn't have to do that. Is that Mountain Dew? Did you bring my nice Mountain Dew to a crisp boil? Thanks, I could use some tea. Tea? Ugh. Yeah, I enjoy it, bro. She never makes a fresh tea for me. It's because you suck. You sound like a horrible person. You showed up to work drunk and you got yelled at, and you got a stain in your pants while you got yelled at. You fucking weirdo. Right. Gee, I can't seem to understand why. Okay, let's open our notebook. Okay, so Kamada is Detective Kuz and Detective Kamahara's boss. Perfect, got that. Question mark. Oh, I thought that said 77 years old. We don't know enough about them. Oh, look, I got a little bit more. about myself. I like that I wrote that in my own notebook. I was acquainted with a police officer. It's like my personal diary. Acquainted with a police officer that was in the lobby of the Kufuku City Police Department from a previous case. Oh, and we just have others. Police officer. We didn't even get her goddamn name? Oh, how am I supposed to call her and ask her for a drink? Baby, I really like that tea you got me. Tasted just like fresh boiled Mountain Dew at home. She was wearing glasses, but she normally wears contacts. Recognized Sean. I like that they just put like they just put the line down. Okay, so I should keep listening. I don't want to listen to this person. So, about the case. Right. Not like you came here for tea, huh? Right. Am I right? Fine. Where do you want to start? You already have a few details, right? The victim's name and age? That's right. His name's Asuke Sasaki. He was only 15 years old. I visited the scene this morning. I saw you get fucking screamed at. Yeah, I saw you there. And I saw you there getting verbally spanked. Man, who thought there would be so much sexual tension at a murder scene? He's like, I want to get real. I'd like to be verbally spanked and physically spanked. Verbally spanked by Detective Coos in front of everybody. So the kid apparently rode his bike there. We recovered it at the site. That's right. I saw a bike with the name Sasaki on it. Yeah, it was mixed in with all the garbage. Such a shame. It was a pretty nice bike. Look at you, noticing things. Real detective shit. Well. I mean, you're still not a real detective? That would be me. Great. The guy talking to me with the creamed jeans over here getting screamed at for showing up drunk at a fucking crime scene. I'm the real detective over here. They're telling us it was around 9 p.m. last night. At that time, it would have been pitch black out there, no street lights at all. Great murder spot, obviously. Your Honor, I would just like to point out that it was a bitchin' murder spot. It fucking ruled. It was dark. There were trees. The dimly lit forest really lent itself to a fucking sweet murder spot. We still don't know why the kid would have been out there at that time, of course. We found the body at the pumping station. Deserted location, you know? You were there. I think it was one of those early morning joggers that found it. Joggers, always finding bodies. Okay. Observations? We still have no idea what the kid was doing out there at that time of night. But we haven't ruled out that someone driving by may have seen something. It's right next to the road. Okay, so is there anything else? Or are you just going to tell me the same thing? I mean, it's crazy, right? Would I have gone out there as a middle schooler at that hour? Probably not. Ugh, this whole thing is depressing. I mean, that's fair. As you know, the victim had a paper bag over his head when we found him. Not just any paper bag, right? It had a smiley face on it. Yeah, it was creepy as hell, man. And the bag was all dank and old, too. Ugh, I'd die. Okay, alright. Word choice there, Dice. What do you mean by dank and old? Forensics is taking a look now. I don't know. It just looked gross to me. But we'll see what they find. Yeah, so did you hear that some murders... there were some murders like this a while back? I did. You're talking about the young girls who were killed 18 years ago? Yes! It's like you already know everything. That's our boy detective. Dyson boy detective. This guy keeps pushing that button. It's only going to lead us to making out. It's fine. So... I guess you already knew that these victims had paper bags with smiley faces too, Mr. Smarty Pants. Let's go back to Boy Detective. Thought so. Anyway, that's obviously going to figure into the investigation. Right, well, it's a complicated case. So, riddle me this, Boy Detective. You know what? Maybe I didn't want to go back there. All those victims were girls, and serial killers love their patterns. But our victim is a boy. Strange, isn't it? Yeah, it is. But there's another major difference between those victims and ours that I bet you haven't thought of. Care to hazard a guess? Well, they were strangled differently, actually, yeah. They were strangled differently. Manual versus, I get technically assisted, I guess? That's a weird way to phrase it, but survey says, you're right. Huh, maybe you are a full-grown detective after all. This is a game that you could not take any time away from. The victim could have been strangled with a rope or a cord, some kind of string. The previous victims were killed barehanded, but Sasaki was strangled with a rope or string. Ding, ding, ding! There was no murder weapon 18 years ago. Pretty big difference if you ask me. Oh, I'll take the tea. Cheers. Yeah, not bad, right? Bet you don't get to enjoy tea from a beautiful lady often. Yeah, it's good. Hits the spot. I'm gonna hit her spot later. What up, Dice? Fresh tea, and she didn't bring me a cup. I'll ask for one in a little bit, I guess. And you'll get fucking nothing, Dice. And you'll deserve it. I'm guessing he's gonna get a no. Alright, look at me. Me and Sean just locked in here. I can't wait. For what? You ain't getting shit. Okay, so... we're obviously going to be taking everything into account, including those murders from 18 years ago. You want to talk about 18 years ago, huh? Why, were you even alive at that time? I mean, technically, I was 1 year old. I knew you were a baby, and here you are, a full-fledged private investigator. Maybe I should have been a PI. Must be cool to not have to play by the rules. A certain someone wouldn't be breathing down my neck all the time. Hey, I'm serious. You think your boss would take me on? Wait, do you want to be here? Do you want to leave? What is happening? Haha. Wait, do you remember anything about the case from 18 years ago? Yep, I was in elementary school and it was all over the news. The victims weren't much older than me. I wasn't worried about it, but the school and everyone's parents sure were. They made us walk to school in groups and they had a whole neighborhood watch thing going. It was like we were in a parade. Ridiculous. A parade. Really? No, not really. It's called a metaphor. Try to keep up. Anyway, every day we'd gather in the gym to make sure we were all there. Sometimes one kid would be missing. Boy, did that cause a panic. Well, sure. Yeah, sometimes it was me. I could hear them all yelling out for me and scrambling everywhere looking. Boy, you really need attention, don't you, buddy? Sounds super annoying. Of course, some parents would just pick their kids up from school to avoid it all. When I think back, I guess I was pretty sheltered. Sorry to all the teachers I annoyed. You should send them flowers. Anyway, since all the kids were safely inside before sundown, I guess we didn't give the killer anyone to kill. Maybe I should workshop that joke. Maybe, you know what? Here's a workshop note. Just throw it in the garbage. Obviously, murder from 18 years ago. Okay, so then we go maybe more. You know, I really don't remember the whole paper bag part of the story. Oh? Yeah, I mean, it's been 18 years. I guess I just forgot. But it was pretty shocking. How could I forget that? Paper bags, really? I feel like I would remember that. Okay, so let's crack open our notebook here. Pump stolen. Oh, pump station on a bicycle. Paper bag covered his head was apparently fairly old. Do you think that the paper bag was 18 years old? It was an elementary school at the time of the serial murders of girls 18 years ago. He didn't know about the paper bags found on victims. Okay. If he was in elementary school 18 years ago, how old is he? He looks like an experienced detective, maybe a bit young, but still. He's a real oddball. I wonder if he's heard of the Smiling Man urban legend. I'd say he's old enough to have heard it. Okay. Detective Dice. Are you familiar with the urban legend known as the Smiling Man? Did you say the Smiling Man? I did. You know, like a man who's smiling? They call him Emio sometimes? Emio? I don't know. What's the story behind it? It literally is the story you just fucking told. I've noticed that they've been doing this in some of these kinds of games. I really appreciate it. They like just explain whatever and then you just, it's one sentence and we're moving on to the next thing. They do it in Trails Through Daybreak as well. I explained the whole thing to Detective Dice just the way Ayumi explained it to me. Whoa. I see what you mean about the similarities between that story and the case. Is there any connection? Couldn't just be a coincidence, could it? Did I sound like I was deducing something awesome just then? I did, right? Maybe, I guess. I totally did. Anyway, joking aside, that's definitely something to think about. So, thanks for sharing. You got it? Okay, so then we can go back to our notebook. What did we learn? Never heard of the urban legend. Okay. Hard to pin down what he might be thinking. Can I use my phone? It's not a good time for a phone call? Okay, that's fine. My tea hit the spot and I feel kind of bad she didn't bring any. Do not feel bad. We feel great that we got tea and he had to sit there and watch us drink it. No. It's pretty big here. Pretty big in here for an interrogation room. Yeah, the Smiling Man legend is pretty similar to the case and the murders from 18 years ago. Urban legends, man. So what are we doing? Hello? Grim face? So the notebook is interesting because there's not a whole lot you can do with it. Like, there's a bunch of stuff that's highlighted, but there's nothing for you to, like... Huh. Why is he staring at me like that so intensely? He might have an observation to share. Maybe he's more of a detective than I've given him credit for. You know, now that I think about it, there's one other thing we haven't considered. Go on. What is that shot? Please stop using it. It's awful. I hate it. Well, it's just... The officer who was just here seemed like she kind of liked you, didn't it? Ugh, I'm jealous. What the fuck? This doesn't have anything to do with... Oh my god. Dice, you fucking suck. You suck. What is happening? I don't know why the music cut out. She's hot, right? Ugh, a woman that hot and she wears a police uniform? Now that's a legend. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh boy. I'm so glad she transferred to this division. Oh god. It's like destiny. Dice? Wow. What happened to the sound? Hold on. Okay, so it is just in-game. I don't know what happened. That worked. And that is why they call me Dice. I sure am a lucky bastard, I tell you. Kami! What? Oh, hi there, ma'am. Didn't see you there. Ma'am? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, God. Oh, God. See, okay. We get into a little bit of a polyamorous situation here. We have our strong mommy. We have our librarian lady. That's all we need, right? It's a perfect trio. Man, what's that supposed to mean? What are you two blathering about? Do your job. We've got a murder to solve. No, it's not what you think. Oh, it's exactly what you think. We were just kissing. I mean, maybe it is. This guy won't shut up about how hot our coworker is. Okay, Dice, you fucking piece of shit. I ain't say a goddamn word about how hot she is, no matter how hot she is. You piece of trash. He's all, ooh, and the uniform's a pièce de résistance. What? Anyway, I'll get back to work. Toodles. Have fun, buddy. Oh, God. He's leaving? Just like that? Yes, he is a fucking coward. Ugh, so sorry about that. Anyway, sorry about this morning as well. Oh, okay. I guess I haven't even really introduced myself. I'm Detective Coos. Junko? Yunko? Is the J silent? I don't know. Division, Investigation Division 1. Nice to meet you. Oh, I'm from the Itsugi Detective Agency. I am butchering words left and right. You're welcome, folks. Sean Rex, sorry to bother you this morning. No, it's all my fault. I didn't realize the inspector had called you guys in. Oh, it's no problem at all. It happens. That said, don't get in my way, understand? Do you have any more boiling Mountain Dew? I'm really scared. Oh, right, of course. Okay, so we just kind of ask. So, sorry, I have work to do, excuse me. Oh, okay. And she's gone. Alright, so then travel? Maybe I should ask if Inspector Kamada is still available. Oh, we're just going back outside. Okay. I thought it was going to take me back to the one place. What's this? A phone number? Oh, hi. Hello. Aw, come on, just one cup, okay? Make your own fucking tea, you piece of garbage. Why don't you brew it yourself? Ugh. It's Detective Kamahara. Look at me creepily hanging out around. This isn't helping my case about the oogling and ogling of the coworker there. Is me standing around a corner going like, oh God, she's so hot. I just really want you to brew it for me. What the fuck is wrong with you? I can't believe he's begging like that. I can. He's a piece of... He's a beta. He's a beta man for sure. A beta male for sure. It's for the good of the investigation. Trust me. Oof. Why? Don't wipe a tear away. Oh, hey, boy detective. Don't call me... Are you already leaving? Okay, bye, I guess. Took that one on the nose. Shrug it off, Dice. Oh, you saw all of that? Yes, absolutely. I would have... $20. $20. 20 buckaroos. You punch him in the face next time. Yeah, but I have some unrelated questions. All right. Let's find somewhere to talk. Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. Oh, what? So, were you able to get some information from Detective Dice? Absolutely not. Yeah, more or less. I was wondering if Inspector Kamada is available. I'm sorry, but I'm told his meeting is running long. Ah, I see. Hey, no problem. Thank you for... Maybe I should come back tomorrow. Okay. I've worked with a lot of detectives, but that one, well, he's something special. You might not want to follow in his footsteps if you catch my drift. Absolutely not. I'll follow in your footsteps. No, I won't. Never mind. That sounded slightly stalkerish, and I apologize. Hold on, can we examine her? She's as lovely as ever. Alright, let's come back tomorrow. Okay, so that's about all we can get out of that. If you'll excuse me, I should head out. Please give Inspector Kamada my thanks for his help. Well, sounds good. Safe travels. Well, thank you. You have a good rest of your day. I appreciate you being helpful and kind. Okay, now we're back at the detective agency. Hello, I'm back. Welcome back, Sean. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So, how'd it go today? Well, I went to the precinct to see what I could find out. But Inspector Kamada was in a meeting all day, so I spoke with Detective Kamihara instead. Is that so? Well, thanks for tracking someone down. Ayumi, what about you? Sure. Well, I went to see the victim's family. The Sasaki family was very nice and welcoming. I felt like it was a good family home. And considering their terrible loss, they were so generous with their help. They really want to know what happened. It's just senseless, you know? Isuke wasn't in any sort of trouble. He was just a regular kid. It's just what? Well, his family said that when he came home that night, he locked himself in his room. They said he'd never done anything like that before. They weren't sure what it was all about. He wasn't responding, so they were about to try unlocking the door, but at around 8 p.m., his mother heard a noise at the front door. She went to check and... It was him, still wearing his school uniform, holding a telephone receiver. So he hadn't been in his room after all. He dropped the phone in surprise when he noticed her. Then he locked himself in his room for real. Okay. I wonder who he was talking to. Yeah, great question. His family didn't know. Can we check the phone records? Anyhow, star 69. Was it star 69? Was that what it was? Star 67? What was the redial? Anywho, it seems as if he snuck out again after that without his family noticing. And that's all I have for now. I'll keep digging. What in the world happened to this poor kid? Well, he got strangled. We know that. You know, I've been digging into the cold case from 18 years ago a bit more, and I'm concerned. You see, the police never made all the details public, in particular the use of paper bags. Oh, so that's why Detective Kamihara didn't remember anything about it. Do you know why they withheld that information? Well, I have an idea, but it would be better to speak to Kamada himself about it. I understand. Regardless of the reason why, if the police didn't release those details at the time, then it seems a bit of a stretch to assume that the case is connected to the Smiling Man urban legend. But the legend almost has to be connected to the current case, doesn't it, in some way? Well, I do think I need to fully understand the urban legend if I'm going to solve this case. You specifically? Well, yes, I'm fascinated by the case of the Smiling Man, and I want to take a deeper dive into it. Now then, I'd like to have the two of you review what you learned from today's research. Yeah, you got it, shall we? Absolutely. Okay, so let's review. So, we have a victim, Sasaki, who was found with a paper bag on his head with a smiley face on it. A series of similar crimes took place 18 years ago. It's like a quiz. So this is the end of the chat. This is your chapter 1 quiz, everyone. Yes, that's right. Precisely. The case from 18 years ago involved 3 murders, and the victims all had one thing in common. All of them were girls. All of them were teenage girls. It's so terrible to think about. So the killer from 18 years ago was never caught, and the information about the paper bags was never made public. So only a handful of people know about it. The killer, the families of the victims, the police who were investigating, and whoever found the bodies. What does it all add up to? Do you have any thoughts based on the info you have so far? Well, I suppose what I could say at this stage is... Ooh. Something seemed off about blank. I have no idea who killed... Huh. Would you realistically have this information, or would it just be kind of... Because, I mean, he's like suspect as hell. I have no idea. I have no idea who killed him. Well, I wouldn't expect you to solve the case this quickly. Sounds like that's a wrap on our investigation for the day. Feels like comparing notes really helped. We're working together well. I agree. Counting on both of you. Alright, let's split up and continue the investigation tomorrow. I'm headed to the middle school to see what I can learn. I think I'll see what else I can get from the police. Excellent. Good luck out there. This is as far as you can currently play in the demo version of the game. Thank you for playing. A future update will let you progress a bit further in the story within the demo. And that will do it for our video here, because that is all we could play and that's all I can show you. I am curious about the update. Let's see. The next update is out Thursday. I'm wondering if these chapters are going to be about this long. It was about an hour, 45 minutes, maybe an hour. Maybe it gets longer the more information you get. So maybe I'll check that out then. And then the next one after that is on the 27th. And then that one could go up on the 30th, or maybe they'll both go up on the 30th. I'm not really sure. If you'd like to see more, let me know in the comments below. Maybe that'll help me make a decision a little bit easier. You can subscribe, ring the bell down below. You'll be notified when I post new videos. I don't really know what to put right here. Something. I play baseball in the evenings, but I don't know what goes there. I don't remember the last detective-ish game I played. Oh, maybe we'll check out Tokyo Psychodemic. That kind of has some some demo or some detective aspects to it as well. So Tokyo Psychodemic, baseball, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we'll catch you another day in a different video. Goodbye.